Before you invest a single dollar into penny stocks in 2025, ask yourself one question. Do you really know what you're buying, or are you just hoping it will go up? Most penny stock investors don't lose money because of the market. They lose money because they invest blindly, without checking the company, its numbers, or even whether it can survive the next 12 months. So today we're going to fix that. This video will show you how to analyze penny stocks the right way, step by step, and avoid the mistakes most beginners make. Welcome to the channel, where we focus on smart investing for beginners who want to grow without gambling. In this video, we're breaking down how to research penny stocks responsibly, without hype, without rumors, and without luck. And if you watch till the end, you'll learn the exact checklist professionals use before buying any small cap or cheap stock. Let's start with one clarification. Penny stocks are not bad. They are simply high risk, more volatile, and not suitable for impulsive investing. Some small companies become giants in the future, others disappear completely. Your job is not to guess who will become the next big success. Your job as an investor is to filter out weak companies and focus only on the survivors, the ones with a real business and real potential. So how do you do that? First, know what you're actually buying. Many beginners think a penny stock is cheap just because the price is low. But that's not true. A stock is cheap only if the company is undervalued, not if the price looks small. A $2 stock can be overpriced, while a $200 stock might be undervalued. So don't focus on the share price. Focus on the value of the business. The second rule is simple. Always check revenue and profit. If a company is not earning money or growing its revenue, it's not a business, it's just hope. Check whether revenue is increasing year after year, and whether the company is profitable or getting close to profitability. If a company's revenue is inconsistent or declining, that is a major red flag, because if a company can't sell more, nothing else matters. Third, remember that cash is king. Even companies that are not profitable yet can survive if they have enough cash reserves. Look at the company's cash or short-term assets, its debt levels, and how fast it is burning cash. A good penny stock is like a car with enough fuel to reach its destination. If there's no fuel, the journey ends early. Next, avoid buying penny stocks based on news or hype. If you heard about a stock from Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, WhatsApp, or from a friend who knows someone, that's not research. That's gambling. Real investing is based on numbers, not noise. Look for companies being discussed because of their performance, not predictions. Another key step is to look at the industry and its future demand. A company might look strong today, but if the entire industry is dying, the stock will collapse with it. Focus on sectors with long-term growth, like artificial intelligence, and finally, stop expecting to get rich overnight. Penny stocks are not lottery tickets. Smart investors don't buy them expecting 1,000% returns. They buy them expecting slow growth over years, and they invest only money they can afford to lose. Think long-term. Don't chase dreams. Invest in businesses that can scale gradually. But wait, even if the financials look perfect, even if the industry has a future, there's one more trap that destroys most penny stock investors, and it has nothing to do with profits or revenue. It's about how the stock actually moves. A company might look strong today, but if the entire industry is dying, the stock will collapse with it. Focus on sectors with long-term growth like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, renewable energy, financial technology, semiconductor suppliers, and space-related technology. The point is simple. Don't buy a rumor, buy the future. But even with strong industries and good financials, there is another layer you shouldn't miss: technical analysis basics. You don't need to become a chart expert. Just look for 3 simple signs. Number 1, support levels. A good entry happens near a price where the stock usually bounces back, not when it's flying high. Number 2, volume confirmation. Growth without volume is like applause with no audience. Look for increasing volume when price rises. That shows real investor interest. Number 3, trend direction. Buying a falling penny stock thinking it will bounce back is one of the biggest mistakes beginners make. If the long-term trend is down, wait. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Now let's learn with a real-world example, without recommending any stock. Years ago, a small chip company struggled to survive. It wasn't profitable, had a low stock price, and many investors ignored it. But the company stayed alive because it had strong technology demand in the future, steady revenue growth, and a market in need of its products. That company was AMD, which eventually became a major competitor to Intel. It didn't rise because of hype. It rose because the business fundamentals were real. On the other hand, look at Kodak. It was famous, well-known, and loved by millions. But the industry changed. Demand for film cameras collapsed. Even though the company had a strong brand, the future of its product was dying. Penny stocks without future demand face the same risk. No profitable future means no growth, even if the company is popular today. A similar story happened with Barbecue Holdings, the company behind several casual dining restaurant chains. For years, it traded at low prices because its growth was slow and uncertain. But as sales improved and the business expanded steadily, the stock gradually climbed out of penny stock territory. Nothing explosive, just consistent progress. And one of the biggest success stories of all is Monster Beverage, ticker MNSD. It once traded for cents. As the energy drink market exploded, the company scaled rapidly, and the stock became a multi-billion-dollar winner. Again, not overnight, but with growing revenue proving that customers wanted the product. So yes, tiny companies can grow, but only when the business improves first. If the fundamentals don't change, the stock price won't either. So the lesson is simple: buy potential, not popularity. But we need one last piece: protecting yourself. Penny stocks need risk management because even good companies can fail. Here are 3 rules every responsible investor follows. Rule 1: never invest money you can't afford to lose. Penny stocks are high risk. Treat them like a small experimental part of your portfolio, not the main plan. Rule 2: use position sizing. Never put all your budget into one stock. Spread your risk. Many professionals limit penny stock allocations to 5%, 10% of their portfolio. Rule 3: use a stop-loss strategy. If the stock drops below a certain point, exit. Don't hold sinking companies hoping they will magically recover. Now let's summarize with a simple checklist. Before buying any penny stock, ask yourself: is the company's revenue growing consistently? Is the company profitable or close to profitability? Does it have strong cash reserves and manageable debt? Does the industry have a strong future? Is there volume and trend support, not just hype? And am I investing for long-term growth, not gambling? If your answers are yes, you're not buying a penny stock, you're investing in a business. This is how you avoid blind investing and choose smarter penny stocks for 2025 and beyond. If you found this useful and want a follow-up video where we break down actual small-cap stocks worth researching, comment, show the list. Your engagement will decide the next video. Like, share, and subscribe, and remember, invest wisely, not blindly.